What's up, people? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day. Okay, so this episode of General Hospital, now somebody said General Hospital is not intriguing them. So I have a question. If General Hospital is not interesting to you or it's not intriguing you, why watch a whole hour of it? I'm just saying, like, if you watch it on TV, why watch a whole 60 minutes of a show that's not intriguing you? Or if you're watching it on internet or whatever, why watch 36 minutes of a show that's not intriguing you? Like I said, I don't talk shit about everything on this show. It's just certain things are hit and a miss. Certain storylines, they get boring after a while, especially this loot shit, but it's starting to pick up because we're nearing the end of it. Finally, it's coming to an end, and I believe February sweeps is the end. But it's starting to pick up a bit because now they're mentioning the whole Patricia thing, which is their sister. So, some things I talk shit about and some things I actually like. But now I have to talk shit about somebody, Carly. That shit that she said to Jake, telling Jake to trust her instincts. Bitch, please, I wouldn't trust you to cut my grass. Trust your instincts. Who the hell would trust you? Please, it'll be a cold day in hell before I trust Carly Corinthos Jacks. It'll be a cold day. I don't know why Jake is listening to that witch. So anyway, it's official. Helena Cassadine is putting in her bid to take over ELQ. I want to know, is Fluke trying to take it over, or is Helena trying to take it over? Is she trying to make it a division of Cassadine Industries? What is the big plan? Who's trying to be the owner of this company? Because to me, it seems like Mr. Bill Eckert is trying to be the owner, and now it seems Helena's trying to be the owner. Who? Are they going to share the company 50-50? I'm trying to figure this out. Because in my opinion, I never knew Helena had any interest in ELQ. I think this is all a rewrite of Ron and Frank. I think they're just rewriting a lot of shit because Helena, number one, she never had any interest in ELQ. Actually, Cassadine Industries is a much more profitable company than ELQ. ELQ was never a $1 billion company. It's always been $1 million company. Cassadine Industries, from what I heard, is worth $20 billion. So why would you want to downgrade and go to ELQ? Why would you want to buy up ELQ? Like, what purpose would that serve you when you already own a $1 billion company? Well, Nicholas owns it, but of course Helena could take it away. That's what doesn't make any sense. And why is she all of a sudden in need of Jason? She's known Jason's skills for years and she never even blinked at Jason before. So why now? Why all of a sudden? When Helena never had use for Jason before, and for years Jason has been a skilled hitman. Now all of a sudden she has interest in him when she already has her own skilled flunkies. I don't know. So anyway, Nicholas was concerned about Sam's well-being and Nathan because he feels like they're Cassadines, so why would Helena go after Cassadines? But of course Helena doesn't view them as actual Cassadines. Even though we already know Nathan is not a Cassadine, but Sam is a Cassadine. Some people say, oh, Helena is not a Cassadine. Let me tell you something. If Helena is not a Cassadine, then Sam is not a Morgan. People say, oh, Helena is not a part of the Cassadine family, or she's not a real Cassadine because she's not blood related. She's only related through marriage. So then if she's only related through marriage, which is true, but she is a Cassadine nonetheless, then hell, Helena's been a Cassadine for over 60 years. Because she married Mikos in the early 1950s. So if she's not a Cassadine because of marriage, then that means Sam is not a Quartermain / Morgan, or a Morgan / Quartermain, because Jason was a Quartermain, but he just went by Morgan. But so that means Carly is not a Jax or a Corinthos, even though she carries both those names. Or Audrey is not a Hardy, even though she was married to Steve Hardy. I can go on and on here. Or Laura is not a Spencer, even though she still goes by the last name Spencer. Laura is still Mrs. Laura Spencer. I mean, let's be real. Or Monica is not a Quartermain, even though she still goes by the last name Quartermain because of her husband. I mean, come on here. She's a Quartermain, Sam's a Morgan, Helena's a Cassadine. I don't agree with Helena when she says that when, you know, when she says Sam and Natasha and them are not Cassadines, I think what she means when she says that is true Cassadine. She means, you know, like her kind, like her and Mikos and Stavros. You know, they don't live up to her expectations of a true Cassadine. You know, crazy. That's pretty much what she means when she says they're not a Cassadine. That's her interpretation of them not being a Cassadine. And she told Nicholas that he needs to start acting like a true Cassadine, or else him and Spencer will lose everything. But I find it hard to believe that a company would not hire Nicholas. I mean, he's owned Cassadine Industries for years and it's still profitable. I mean, it's $1 billion company. And that's mainly because of Nicholas, him being CEO. Cassadine Industries has never been in financial trouble before, especially with Nicholas at the helm. But Helena's determined to, you know, get what she wants. And she admitted to Nicholas that she did hire someone to get Cesar Faison out of police custody. So she owned up to that. But she still won't reveal who she hired to do it. And now she wants Nicholas. She's enlisting Nicholas to help her take over ELQ. So anyway, Sam is at the hospital threatening Dr. Obrecht with legal action, threatening to go to Anna Devane to tell her that they have a witness, Spencer, who saw her on the docks with Helena and Britt. So she told her a little bit of what she knew, but she didn't, you know, reveal anything damaging or anything of that nature. But, you know, she told Sam what Sam needed to know or whatever, a little bit of information. And that's when Carly and Jake showed up to the hospital because Carly had made him an appointment with Kevin Collins. So, you know, Sam was telling Carly or whatever, you know, blasting her for being around Jake or whatever, you know, her taste of men, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, Jake showed up to Kevin's office and there was Queen of the Damned, Helena, sitting in the chair. I love me some Helena. I just do. I like her. Some people, I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with her. I don't agree with every little thing she say or do, but I do like her. She has a certain style about her. So anyway, I'm enjoying this Sonny Julian prison stint. I'm really enjoying it. I like it, you know, because so many people say Sonny lost his edge or whatever like that. Sonny is only tough when he had Jason around or when he had bodyguards. But we're being shown a different side of Sonny. We're being shown the Sonny that actually can handle himself. See, people need to remember, Sonny ran his organization very well long before Jason came to work for him. Sonny had a good handle on his organization long before Jason even worked for the Corinthos organization. So he didn't really need Jason at that point. You know what I mean? With or without Jason, the Corinthos organization was always going to thrive. Because Sonny it's just the writers sometimes. They write him really smart and sometimes they just dumb him down for storyline purposes, which I think is stupid. Because I think they dumb Sonny down way too much. I really do. I think they make him stupid way too much. Like, where it's okay to dumb a character down a little bit, but don't do it too much. And they've dumbed him down for years. And I think that's the dumbest thing they could do. So Sonny ended up saving Julian's ass over, you know, Johnny's henchmen because they were getting ready to put the kibosh on Julian. But Sonny came to his defense, and Sonny and Julian worked well as a team, even though they temporarily called the truce and decided to be allies. They beat the hell out of them guys. I'm going to tell you right now, they got a good beating, but they beat the shit out of them guys. I said, yes, that's what I like seeing. Two unlikely, well, what I would call it is an unholy alliance in a nutshell. So Julian informed Sonny that Johnny is just the front, basically, just like Julian was. He's not the real boss. And he tells them that this guy running around with Luke's face is the one calling the shots. So now we're getting somewhere, because I heard a spoiler that Sean was supposed to intervene, that Sonny wanted Sean to follow Fluke around. So speaking of Fluke, Michael and Bobby show up at the Spencer house. In case for some of you that didn't notice, that house is not the original Spencer house. That's actually Carly's old house. You remember when Carly got divorced from Sonny and she bought that house, and then she was in, that's the house her and Jax lived in before they moved into the mansion that Carly currently live in. I missed that fucking house. I remember it was red. I think the door was red. The outside door was red. It was blue. The inside of the house was blue, I believe. I'm trying to picture the house in my mind, but I know for a fact that that's the house. And they just recycled it. I missed that house. I used to call that house Carly's Independence house because it was the house that she lived in after her and Sonny divorced. I loved that house. That was like my favorite fucking house. But then she got all sedity and moved into the big mansion. But anyway, it was good to see the house again. So, Bobby was telling Michael a little bit about the Spencer history, then telling him about their sister, Patricia, whom Michael had no clue about. Some of us didn't have no damn clue about. From what I heard, Luke and Bobby mentioned Patricia, but that was back in the 70s that they mentioned her. After that, they didn't mention her no more. So I had no idea that they had a sister named Pat. I had no clue. So anyway, or if I did know about it, I probably forgot. So anyway, Bill Eckert. Yes, I'm calling him Bill Eckert. I'm sure this is Bill Eckert because the clues are all there. If he's not Bill Eckert, how come every time whenever somebody bring up Bill Eckert's name, he makes a funny face? Even before they mentioned how Bill and Luke looked alike, Bobby just brought up his name and he had a funny reaction to it. Even long before she mentioned that Bill and Luke look exactly alike. So before she mentioned that, how come he would have such a strong reaction to it? Obviously, he must be Bill Eckert, because why would he be so upset when Bobby mentioned how Bill abused his son and all that? He got real tight about that, about the mention of him abusing his son, Sly. He got real tight. So I'm sure now he's Bill Eckert. I'm positive he's Bill Eckert. There's no other way to explain this shit. Because how the hell does this guy look exactly like Luke without having a mask on? True, he could have had plastic surgery. That is true. But, I mean, come on. He got Luke's face and everything down to a goddamn T. Plastic surgery is kind of hard to do that. It's kind of difficult to get somebody down to a T. Like, and he has him down to a T. And Bill and Luke look identical. So, I don't know. I'm just sure that he's Bill Eckert. For right now, I'm positive. So anyway, he was telling Luke how Bobby ran her big mouth and, brung up the past and all that. Then he took a baseball bat and said how he wanted to bash her brains in, and he smashed some bottle or whatever on the table, and Michael and Bobby heard it. It was coming from the basement. And then he was making jokes about how he wanted to smash Sonny and Julian head. And then he said that he should do target practice on Luke's head. So that's when Michael decided to go in the basement, check it out. I can't wait to see this whole storyline just end. I really do. Bill Eckert is a sick motherfucker, though. He really is. Like, he's sick with it. So anyway, what else happened on this episode? I think that's everything, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that is everything. If I'm forgetting something or someone, let me know. I think that's everything that happened in this episode. But anyway, I hope all of you have a great day. I will see all of you Monday. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.